the lawyer and
Okay.
my parents.
How much do you care about authenticity?
I don't
It's a
care.
tough word.
Like, as a kid, we used to put ketchup in our pho, you know? Like,
I've never heard
yeah.
that.
My parents gave us, we would
Hot
put
take, ketchup and fuzz.
I thought hoisin sauce was
Did you mistake it for sriracha?
No, because like it adds like this tartness to the pho. Try it, like
Oh, you
everyone-
still
try it. She's still advocating for it.
I
God.
haven't done it forever, but my sister seriously brings ketchup packets to pho restaurants and puts it.
I'm guessing beefa.
Yeah, beef.
This is insane.
Yeah,
Oh.
put ketchup in your pho.
Oh my
It
God.
tastes like a cheeseburger.
Why even boil bones at this point?
I swear.
Holy cow.
Watch, try it, and then report back.
Wait, where did you guys grow up again?
Like in upstate New York, but my parents, like with the hoisin and the sriracha, there would be a ketchup bottle.
Gangsters.
Wow.
Gangsters.
Wait, your parents would do it too?
Yeah, we don't do it anymore. I don't know when we stopped,
Yeah.
but I would say at least until I was like.
All right, look, I don't mean to offend you, but that's like eating boogers to me right now. You gotta grow out of it, right? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. It's just like that's what kids do. Yeah, we eat boogers when we're kids, and there's probably some like.
I have I'm gonna ask my parents why they started like putting out the ketchup bottle. Now I'm curious, but I'm just telling you guys, try it. Like, put in the same amount as you would as hoisin. Like, you know, like
Just like a little-
yeah,
just a bit.
a little bit.
We had a chef. She's from our page. You better listen.
Dude, my daughter's addicted to ketchup.
Okay.
She has to have ketchup with everything. And if she ever found out about this, she's going down this dark
gonna
road.
lose it.
You're not telling her.
Shut
Don't
up.
tell her. Yeah, don't
She's
tell her.
going down this dark road too. Oh my
The whole
God.
community's gonna judge you. If they see,
Sure.
She just graduated from eating boogers, you know? So what were some of your favorite dishes in Vietnam?
Oh, favorite dishes in Vietnam. You know, I really love the chả chuối. Because like just seeing this woman sit outside and the way that she was grilling the bananas, I just haven't seen that. You know, like I'm from New
with
York.
grilled bananas.
Grilled bananas. So first she grilled them in the banana leaf, and then she did on top of the charcoal.
Yeah.
And then she'd cut it up, and then she'd put like the chả, like the tapioca and coconut milk on top. And so just the different flavors and textures, but you're really getting this like charred banana. I thought was really nice.
Well, that's so much work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so much work.
Because normally, Jay, you can kind of do in like really big batches.
Right.
You start eating the grilled bananas. I mean, that's like triple,
my
quadruple
God.
the amount of time you have to do
How
it.
creative is that to get all that flavor coming from the smoke?
Yeah. Oh, it was so good.
Commitment to like deliciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of getting lazier as I'm getting older as a chef. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to figure out ways to like make good food without working so hard.
Yeah, but then I think it's about the team, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, you got to get a good sous chef to work harder, but then like now you're just using my palate, you know?
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
What about Spain for you? Because I've seen you go to like San Sebastian and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I have a place in San Sebastian, and I love Spanish food. I do think I like Spanish food more than French food.
Yep.
Like I cooked in Paris. I went to school there to learn the techniques and to kind of learn a lot of what we use as the base of like cuisine here in the Western world.
Yep.
But Spain with all the olive oil, I just like Spain is very ingredients driven.
Mhm.
It's like really simple in how they prepare their foods. And so the ingredients and the vegetables and the meat that they're using really needs to shine. And I think that really kind of speaks to me as a chef.
You see which countries you find like inform you the most with your creativity?
I think the Paris dining scene could be much more dynamic. I feel like a lot. I'm gonna get so much hate for this, but
Talking shit about the French could cook a little better.
well, this,
Hot take.
well, this is the thing. The produce, the meat, everything is there. It's so good. The level of chefs are so high.
Yeah.
Like the talent is there, but I just feel like everyone is just playing off of each other.
Oh.
And like, living there for 4 years, after eating there for my first year, I started to get a little bored of the food
Interesting.
because everyone, like even like the new, like the new hot young restaurants, but like all the chefs are kind of coming from the same places where they worked at, the Michelin stars. And I was like, you guys let's bring a little bit more diversity. Let's bring like extra flavors and different things that are going on. And so I'm just a little bored with the Paris dining scene.
We talk about this now. LA dining scene is boring
Yeah,
too.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, that's how I feel about LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all the same.
Great.
I felt this way 10 years ago,
Great.
15 years ago.
Great produce,
Yep.
great
Yep.
talent.
Yep.
Are you sick of seeing seasonal crudo and egg tortilla?
Yes.
But how do you grow beyond this? Like that's the question, in the world of art and creativity. How do you,
Yeah.
It is tough because it's also in the world of commerce, and we're talking about like business here, and it's a very tough business.
Yeah.
So I understand if something sells well, it's really hard not to put it on.
Yeah. But I think this is where traveling as a chef
Yep.
is really important because
Vital.
vital. Seeing what other people are doing, getting inspiration elsewhere than just what's in your city. But like, this is why I also like tasting menus because then I can get more creative on certain dishes. Like I'll put like, say if I have 6 items on my tasting menu, 4 people will recognize, but maybe 2, I can go a little bit more out there
Yeah.
that I know that they would love, but they probably wouldn't order it on a menu just because it's not something they're familiar with. My parents used to go pick out chickens from the local farm.
Yeah.
And like my brother had to hold the chicken on the side and like
Hardcore.
Here.
Oh, your
Yeah.
family must be such like big eaters. Like.
oh
foodies.
yeah, totally. Like I am the way that I am. Like it was weird that I became a chef because everyone in my whole family cooks so well.
Oh wow.
And like even my dad, all my aunts, uncles, all my siblings, we all cook.
Yeah.
And so and I actually cooked the least amount. So when I told my parents I was going to be a chef, they're like, you? My dad still like laughs and he tells a story about how I would be scared to hold a knife. And he's now looking at you. But
At what point in your career were they like, all right, you did good?
oh man.
They're Vietnamese. They're still riding, and they're like,
Yeah.
nah, nothing yet.
Honestly, I think when I moved to LA, like even though I worked at these crazy 3 Michelin star restaurants in France, my parents couldn't really grasp like how big of a deal that was. And to them, they were still like, yeah, but you're like, I was like a stage, I was interning. And I think even in Paris, like for me to get a chef visa was a really big deal.
Yep.
I don't think they really understood
it.
either, like how, like, the obstacles I had to get.
It's not in our cultural value system.
Right.
Right? It's not nowhere that
Yeah.
you could compare what's happening in Vietnam to Europe.
Yeah. And then I think when I moved to LA and I started doing all these dinners and stuff like that, and different brands were hiring me, I think that's when they were like, oh, okay. But more of like, whoa, this is like the check that you're getting. So they were equating it to money.
Oh, the money. Got it.
And then they were like, okay, that's cool.
Now
Yeah.
money, we can understand this.
We can understand.
We can understand money.
Always goes back to
Yeah, I don't know what this arpege thing is.
Yeah.